IHMS.
Standard bearer in Scarborough-Rouge Park, my very good friend Manal, and I'm going to talk about Manal in just a quick second.
Manal, as the candidate for Scarborough-Rouge.
Very exciting to be at the nomination meeting for Abdullahi.
It's an honor and a privilege to be here, really. Oh, it's like deja vu for me all over again. Manal.
It is my pleasure and honor to nominate Ms. Manal Abdullahi for the position of candidate to be the next Mpp for
Manal Abdullahi, duly nominated as the Ontario Liberal candidate for the riding of Scarborough-Rouge Park. Congratulations, Manal.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. My name is Manal Abdullahi. I'm a mother of 3 incredible girls.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. اتولدكم ما تقدروا على موقف على الرشات إبارات هذا الفترة جنبايسنا أور سلام السنة مشاوزات بالتابعة بردكلا وكذا أوجي دايهواز جناب برنامج وصورة وزار أنوا إمام فர்ሃድብሀ أوجي دايهواز شال برنامج زنا نقدر زنا جيستي منال عبدالله هندي جيستي منال عبدالله إثيوبيا أنا تاريخ به أو جيوساي تاريخ به كندا بميجلتا إنجلة Mpp له كوشا كربتما ملوب ما جبه حتى هنا تقول فاطمة الله باقر 2022 به خنزال مرتبه كان ده تخوني ما أنتاريو بارلمنتي به مبالي تبتيار بعلتي كل قبيلة يينا organize party من the political اللي تصالو سواجتي بميتك بمكانن به ناجم سكاربورو بزايد جي سواج حد مبرتزنا به تهبرت نسا قرقارة نفرك هذا القرقارة تمام موشبه حتى يتوجه معه لفترة موشبه ميتك زي بنارنا أخي به اللي قدير دلاغزو ميبكيزا لخان تاما جي سواج به اور ألايزو به منو تيبكاتو الزي بن اللمدبيلي منال عبدالله وأفيرني مناج فحلسة وحلتوا سلبتي ملونا منال ميقل مثلا الدلاغزنا ونقلانا سم خشوا ماشي كندا ديشي أو خشوم الكروبي بجي هجاسنا قدر ساينس تايوا ام جي نبي
سمي زاخبت منال عبدالله هندين حمس يامتي بي بعد تيجو تورونتو تيجو اسم سواد زكريا يوسف شيخ انت اسم زو احمد محمد عبد الله كبيرو انت وشيشتي كحتاش آينتين كله أمة آدم وقلي بجيه جيبتي زاخ ما تعليم كتاربي السرمت بلا أي أستاذ نتبي وعزو كتزو تلميذاش قرقارة كتاربي زيد لخونتين أخا وقتي بسنتنير كوليج بنتاي دلقازاخ حاتف student success advisor بنتاي دلقازاخ أزو دبي
ما شاء الله أخا هي دلاجة بيساش كذا أنت يكون موالي زي حسب شيء ممكن تبيستطيعوا إلى حسب شيء أونتاريو Mpp لي وين parliament professional parliament ران موشل ملي ممكن من تحسيب ده ممكن بديجة
كدور وقت اللي بوليتيكا خشونة نارين ويجنتي بمجال أواي بس تي في زهيجو صح كله جروم مزياش يتقابلي ما اتأنا بيناتو حكومة بإتصالات مرتيات من لخانو المام نفسهم أتهبري نارتو ما يخون حد بآنو قوفين ما درسي كثارة بيم Political Science University of Toronto بلمتخو Specialty International Development Studies بين نارا أبس لي كنت قوفين ما زو بهرزوم زالاي خشونة ديجا علاي قرب دبيم حكومة ايك اس يوسو درر ياش ليفركي زالوات يي كوفيد بانديميك سبب اقارت خو ازو علاي قرب دبيم اخام كوينز بارك نوك انا قانون ازو دبين تايوب سال ازو دبين ناج هل نجرا ابزنا مي السماء بينتا بوليتيكا ما بو خشونة زيديجا بين
شكرا إيمان the same question زوتو بجي ولدايسنا جيسنا يسينو ملو the same question زوتو تيبرشات وا English بجوابوش لي إيمان go ahead.
شكرا عبدالواسع. So thank you Manal first of all for being here. I would just like to reiterate what Abdullwasia said so that the English speakers are also following along on our conversation. So Manal is the Liberal Party nominee for Scarborough-Rouge. She will be running in the next year. So we will look for everyone's support and let's hear from her. So Manal, tell us about yourself in a nutshell. What should we know about you?
Well, firstly, I do want to thank IHMS for having me here. I recognize your invaluable work, the work that you do to highlight various people in our community and their contributions. So I really appreciate you inviting me here. Well, I'm a proud mother of 3 girls. I've always found strength in my deen and my culture as well. And I've worked in education for 10 years, starting off as a teacher in South Korea, and then working with the Pathways to Education program as a student parent support worker. And now I'm a success advisor at Centennial College. So I've always found passion in helping the children and youth in our community.
Well, that's fantastic. It seems like you have been doing a lot of work in the education area and really closely working with people and community members. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about your experience. Definitely love this one. So just to continue on this, where did you get the passion for working for people, working with people, and joining politics? Were there any triggering points?
You know, it was a slow road to politics. Okay. I was never seeking politics directly, but I've always had a passion and interest in politics. As a child, I would watch the news with my parents. I'd question certain decisions that government made and how the policies impact us citizens. And that interest later on spearheaded my majoring in political science and specializing in international development studies at the University of Toronto. But after years of working as a community organizer and public policy advocate, it's the mismanagement of COVID of the current pandemic that really made me want to pursue nomination. The other part of it is I felt it's especially important to have people from diverse backgrounds and experience at the decision-making table. If we're not there, how could we improve our policies and how could we ensure that those policies are inclusive, right? So that's really what motivated me. Yeah.
Definitely true. It's amazing to hear what you're saying because most people see this, but not everyone steps up for the challenge and puts themselves out there. So we really appreciate you doing this for our community. Thank you. So Abdullwasia, maybe you will go through the next question.
One student parent support worker, Pathways to Education bah delginafu. Azodi laga manatso bijih community members bah trainarfu. bijih level government bizal ashbahum bithiragima isahad policy decisions tamariyat sana min kut impact yashiyufulum الناشبهم يتحيروا بزالوا النار وما الزوجة الدبم بيجوا صباح نتلا مدينارنا.
ما شاء الله. زو آخر يا مجلس نارا إنميشن آخر يزو كونفرميزاشن الشامش مشيت يي كورونا سببت سو الديان بلا زوجار وجيوسس ملالش نارا ما شاء الله. الله وزايو الخانم زو فيديو إن شاء الله يي فيديو حسب نزبر نسا زالباكوت بمنال زود بيز سننتا وزاوي كذا لسواد السنين ومن الجرجارات تغنياتو زسنو فمنتا ي ريبلارا شيء كذا مكاله زايج فا سبيزا شو تمامو ي زينس بروسا ناردهانا وات تحتاتلو سو منال كاي خشيش تولد بقى ي أخذ تيجي بس كدي responsibility تاوا ممكن تبي هندل تاشالي حسب شيء من الجرجارة فيني إيش مبي
هلو بلهم شيء التام فزبي لكن ولدات ليوا على ولدات سنة لين محجيجة أكون كتلة لينتا كليكت زنا الناتشون لخشزانا الناتشون نوك أنا ما أزولي ولداتشو كليكت زيولم كتنبري تكفتا جرا ما أوجا زولم أنا تكشوا كفت خجرو مزياش مامان بزجح بكفت ما يبوك تنتا خشوني ما لفخو جرام ولدات لينتا إن شاء الله زياش لم زلا يلح مليح لينتا.
Iman, you can go now.
Okay. So, Manal, we can see your passion, and definitely there has been a lot of hard work that has gone into this, but also that will continue to go into this. And I'm just wondering, how do you manage this with life, work, and 3 kids?
In all honesty, man, it is challenging. Running a campaign, being a mother of 3 children and working full-time will not be easy in this process. But as a mom, I would like for my children and other children to inherit an Ontario that they could be proud of. And if I'm at the decision-making table, I can help in that process. And that's a big source of motivation for me.
You will definitely need a lot of internal motivation to go through that, and your kids and helping the future generation, that's definitely a lasting one. So all the best as you go through this process. I'll just continue on the same path. You are obviously a first generation immigrant and you are a female as well. So there is a lot of challenges you have passed through, and there you have a lot of experience. So what advice would you give any other community member or a diverse individual who wants to go through your footsteps?
My advice to my fellow brothers and sisters would be to not get in your head and get in your way by putting limitations on your own potential. Take the time to really dig in deep and in trying to figure out what your purpose is in this dunya, how you can best serve our ummah, and do your best to maintain a pure intention while doing so. The other advice I would give is to be mindful of every interaction you have and to ensure that you treat those around you with kindness and dignity. I'm a firm believer that what you give is what you get. So just making sure every interaction you have with people, you never know how it will come back to you. People will remember how you make them feel. So just really make sure that you take ownership of how you treat people.
That's very delicate. I will take that to heart, and I'm sure everyone listening to this will take it to heart and act upon it as well. So I will let Abdulwasi go so that everyone is enjoying this Harari speakers as well as the English speakers. So let's alternate this.
Iman, you're doing very good. Thank you. Manal, ususina Harariyat Paitenta, Sasa Medinyama. Majority zina akazom party member maltanam or party yom contribution nashi belnam. So you akadish akash, so akash sa bezozo suzo an dishkumam sasa mat liberalit mutashbal ko liberal inte zolumenta kezelbetko. So party member zalta usach akash sa bezozo girgara yashku zal ugawa yaju tamushal dirki party member makhna albayum emgi nabay.
member خانوكي رافز بمانشين تاخدمو ليبرال بارتي بلا شاشو membership مخنلي زوزو ندي وحري بي متكفلي تخيش بزنارانتا او امت بخانقرو مخلاكين بلا شاشو membership ان للخانقر زوزو اسولي اسو موقع حلبا جيسو بوليتيكا بانترست سالنا نتو الناشو مزوسا يتهيرغونا لي فركالو يكلو سو ما ننتهي زوزو يلو ما ناتشينك إذن عليهم مهيس يفركالو And لدمو Scarborough-Rouge Park بزالوسو membership خانو جرا فز بجرجارة ياشين لي فركال meeting حلانا جر أحد شي حلانا جرا أزياشو ميدبلو ما ينبرالو بايتين تا هرليك أنو لي فركالو كلي قدم خانة قربايتين الزوزلت سلا fundraising محلك مسامتهم كله initiative زالسا يتيوك يوحل منبر خانو قرا online موخنا ontario-liberal.ca حارو قرا sign up موشي فركالو أدرسوا بهم كله بكيسو جميع تورونتو بزالوسو or ontario بزالوسو sign up عشان قبل زوزو فز بامان شينتا من قستي موقع حلبة زالنانتهم policy لم نهيس بزالنانتهم دنت زالنانتهم موقع حلبة
منال أمان لكن تش أخاش أمان نصهم بجيه جيسو زالن استاتيكس زي نسا majority بجيه زو سكاربورو بنتنا برازال so you أخاش به already بكلا يكون زالسو بكلا هو يكون زالسو already أخاش به membership زو ملا contribution زو تلي كلام so أخذ زو زي قالوا يكتلو كتا من لو كنت زالش
أخا حلو به فز بشكرا هرري community جرجارة زاش كون لي هاش سبب بنتا واتي أخي ديبم مكانا نزي فرخو support خو بح النارا الزول زو مخولي الزول تاي مبورت لزوزو coaching تاي تخيش سال يكامبين مماجة لزوزو حتى fundraising موش حلبنا محلك مسامة ميقال حلبنا كوتاين دمو campaigns اللي محلك مسامة حلبنا على كوتاين volunteer تخيش محل تمارياتش محلو جرا volunteer hours يتخيش عزال ولداش محلو جرا community ب Scarborough-Rouge Park بيم النبرو جرا لايت وياش بيم نبرو جرا still volunteer سازيو الناس بحمد لقي فرقانو قارزو بيسالو كذا زوزو الزول يكوتشي لقر قارا عاشكم قرا في بيت سليان الزوك بما جامني فرقانا إن شاء الله
الله ودور به Iman, go ahead. The same question, February.
Okay. Yeah. So first, just tell us about how to be a member of the Liberal Party. What's the process and what's the benefit? And if you could also add how we can help you during your candidacy to make it successful.
That's an excellent question. To be a Liberal Party member now is less complicated than it was before. You could just go on the OntarioLiberal.ca website and sign up as a member if you live in Ontario. The benefit to being a Liberal Party member is that any platform that comes out, any policy that comes out, you're involved in the process. You're invited to be a part of that process. And whether it's in Scarborough-Rouge Park or other areas, I would highly encourage all Hararis to be involved in political parties because then our voices will somehow influence public policy. And if we're not a part of those conversations, then we can't expect our concerns to be addressed. So I do want to really sincerely thank the Harari community because they were instrumental in my candidacy. They supported me early on in big numbers, and so thank you. But the job is not done. We have a year to go before the election, and to win an election, there's two things we need. We need to fundraise money for the campaign to run a successful campaign. So in that, we do need your support. We would appreciate your support. And the second thing that we need is volunteers. So, and young and old, we need all of you to somehow be involved and engaged in the process. There's power in numbers, so more people will allow us to reach more doors and more people in the community so that they can know who's running and why they should vote for a Liberal candidate, me. And so if there are youth in our community that need community hours or volunteer hours, with the pandemic, it's hard to obtain them because everyone's at home. They could make calls while they're at home and they could also get reference letters from me. I'd be happy to give whatever reference letter to support their journey in their careers as well. But we would love to have anyone come on board.
Thank you so much.
I'm also in the process of building a campaign team. And there's several people that were helpful. Jilan Nashir in our community, she took photographs for the website. And so people have been helping in ways. Intizar Adnan, she helped with graphics. So everybody in different fields and different expertise, we could use your support in this campaign.
Wow. There's a lot of support that needs to be done, and I'm sure the youth and the old that everyone in our community is hearing this message, and I'm sure we will find a lot of volunteers, but also a good capital for the campaign. Just following up on how you were open to be a reference for the youth in the community, what other contribution can you make for anyone who wants to be a politician or anyone else who wants to be an advocate for any kind?
You know, I would lend myself in any capacity to help anyone that's on their personal journeys. I've learned a lot through this process, and I'm willing and open to sharing. If there's anyone or someone out there that wants to pursue a career in politics that needs experience, feel free to always reach out to me, and we can see in what capacity you can even join our campaign team and build experience for yourself. It's hard to get into these spaces, but this is an opportunity for anyone that's interested in kind of having a step in. I would be more than happy to help any Harari youth or graduates get experience on the Liberal Party of Canada on our campaign. If you do have any questions, you can always feel free and comfortable to reach out to me. Inshallah, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Wow. Thank you, Manal. That's really great. You are offering to provide a first-hand experience of what it means to run a campaign. So if anyone is interested, this is the time. Please reach out to Manal. And for everyone who have been supporting Manal's campaign, whether it's through votes, through photographs, and anything else, thank you so much. And anyone who was able to help as well, please reach out to Manal or the IHMS media, and we will connect you to Manal so that you can support. So for the final question, is there anything you would like to share?
Well, I'd like to say, again, I do really appreciate being given this platform. Thank you, IHMS, for inviting me here and for asking great questions. Thank you, Iman and Abdullawasi. I appreciate you both. And I'm excited to hopefully continue working with the Harari community in progressing the campaign and inshallah winning in 2022.
Inshallah, I'm sure.
ما إن شاء الله خد ناج بجيوساج من أنت تبكازاش منين فندريزنج وخندش كنت تخشاش منين بسبورتاش نشكرا ما جال زو أخاش بزمان خشوا عن أتاري رويلي بلا زخ نبرادها من expect هالش ناج منين what do you expect from Harari community total.
Any donations to our campaign, whether it's whatever can be afforded, it doesn't have to be a large amount. Every little bit counts. We have so many people in our community, from 5 to over, anything can help in our campaign. Whatever anyone can donate to our campaign would be appreciated, inshallah. We also are thinking if anyone has fundraising ideas or thoughts on how we can fundraise, whether it's from an afocha, if afochas in our community can do fundraisers, that would also be appreciated. But we're open to any unity and thoughts when it comes to fundraising.
سنانزنا مقفزنا بكد كل شيء لما كد انتش فرست إثيوبياوي فرست جيسو ما خيش لدرجة ديجش اللي أور I guess it is the garage or hard fight guest survive. Can you share that?
Yeah, I'm so excited. You know, I have 3 children, right? And they're all girls. So to be, and I recognize the weight of being the first Harari Ethiopian member of parliament candidates. So inshallah, when I'm official, it will be, the first, but even just becoming a candidate is exciting because it lets all of us know that really there's no barriers to, as long as we have passion, commitment and drive, we can really break down barriers. So it means a lot. My family's excited, and that their excitement is also a driving force for me.
We are definitely proud of you, and you are doing amazing. Just having a representation that you can do it, you have wished here, and you are pushing further is going to motivate so many people to try different things and step out of their comfort zone and aim bigger. So thank you so much. Really want to appreciate it, what you have been doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
منال أخذ دي الشباب درجة لهم ملتا لهم بملتي شيء يبقى نزالهم ويا رخاش بهنتنا يبقى نزالهم لهم شيء ملتا as a community or أنا بالواس النتبه يفرق هذا شيء تمام مش اللي خاش به يكانخ زوك سوزو أم بحشرت بزالو ساجم قرقارش بخت هبرة الله بما يزاشك سوزو نتزو وينزو ليت بينما مسامت تفرق نارا جرا زو كوميونيتي سنتر مهلنا أحد بهم كوشيش تهرب جرا إن شاء الله خاشم تيجي مزود فندريزنج وهم بازلو بتاعهم تناشانا ألاي أيدي جرام ألاي قبل مسام تزانو بمحل أس ندامج زاشك سوزو أخاش لي دايركت محلك موجة اللي في كذا لسه متاجر سالج خشوا جرا أيوة بنت أجين يشتغل منين بنت تشتغل زو MU أنا متعب بتعرف بلشة إكت بلايوه.
Okay, donate مشي خش سال حل كرا OntarioLiberal.ca/donate TV توما لا أي جرب أزو كليك ساشو بحر ليه لا أي جرب ده Scarborough-Rouge Park من كم أزو كنت donate مشي فرقالي directly online أنت أزو بحر ل tax receipt ميجي يوحل tax it's refundable too so أزو benefits أنت إن شاء الله just online at the website so OntarioLiberal.ca/donate Scarborough-Rouge Park
أمان point إن ده هذا أنا بكت كوشيش تجراسي تلاقي سالتوا هاد جرا ديمقراطية تلاقيه بقول لك شيء دونيزا شو صار almost بين هم مستشفى زو يرجع لي سالين ده يبقى زوين هذه MB أمان بدي كلام جيس
هي زوين حل so donate يا شو زالو political party donate ساشو صح it's tax refundable so زاخر كنت زايد ناقص يرجع كله زال almost 45-50% يرجع جيلك ليه فرقال donate ساش tax وقتي به.
والله يسمى الإنجليش في مشي جرام هديرة.
Yeah, so any donation that you do make on OntarioLiberal.ca/donate and clicking on the right-hand corner, you would click Scarborough-Rouge Park so that it's actually donated to our political riding and our campaign is very important. The great thing about donating to a political campaign is that it is tax deductible. So when tax season does come, you can get a tax, get money back as well from your donation. So we all win somehow as well.
ما أنت دبلة شالشي ولا تبلة شالش كره؟
Just want to say thank you for taking your time to come here, share your progress, inspiration, and who you are. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and it's been a great honor to interview you. So thank you.
And thank you, Iman and Abdulwasi. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you for this great interview, and inshallah, we'll continue to work together over the course of this campaign, inshallah.
لا هجات وقت تنبأسنا منال بحي نبرة نزل انترفي متيمة تخونازل كلي قدلهم وقت بأبديتنا شخوزانا خنال زي قبل شيء زبورت بتايو كل دي كده زي ما أبديت عشان الاتفاقات زوج صوزو يتخيش شيء تمام وبرفاجنا كده أبديت موشلني هسبانا أخا منال ذاتها كتا يبقدم بجيه الزبا nomination مشي صوب زكانا كتا غرغارا كوميونيتي غرغارا بجي سبورتي هل ذلك تفز بجي تيمدله أخي درجة زدتك حسنا ميتك زي بمكان ما يتخيش يزالو لا هوجي بارتي ممبرز التناجم بارتي ممبر نخونما يتخيش على التاج وقت بناشما منالو تخشى ذات التايم مبورد عليك بلا يشازل بزينس كنت بجيسو زايد انتنا زيت تخش بنزل محلك هذا الشهادة كده كان آخر يا كل زوم يتكذب مكان ما غرغار ذا البنات انت سنة هو أخاش مزول كول وشما إن شاء الله أقول نقول لنا إنجليش.
So lastly, we just want to ask everyone's support through this journey for Manal. This is a huge deal for our community. She is the first Ethiopian and also the first Harari, as well as being a female representing the Liberal Party for an MP seat. So we ask for everyone to support her in her journey and volunteer in any capacity or donate at Ontario.ca/liberal. So thank you so much for being with us, and please spread the word. Manal Abdullahi is running for the Liberal Party. at Scarborough-Rouge Park. Thank you.
شكرا ما بعرشة أنا مزوج صوزو الله باجر أني فرقة شيء تمامو ينتوا نزوزو ميليت بنما community بين بتجيجرا أما شيء هي أما تستوي at least شيء تعرف جرا تفرقة جرا major fundraising ناش بيزانو ونفاج أنا زوج صوزو ليبرال بارتي زوج جرجارا شيء زين نبرال community جرجارا بلاي أحد كنديتهم مثلهم يو يكين بيندو community زي ما كي درجة زديجم ترون أونتاريو سكاربورو بنبرز أنوساج ذات هبرة سكويس وذات هبرة سبقنا سوق كم مستوي أصل ذات هبرة ساسة سوق كم مستوي هي كهذا سبورتي حالي بقلة تماجنا الفرقات باو ما زمانه so community زو هي كهذا أتكاي تبوردك تقول لنا مناش كانت هبرة زاخ منال هي مدى ما إذا كان وقت شو منسمى يبقى الناس إذا كان يحكشوا مستقشفه ألا ما جن كلاكش كذا إن شاء الله على يمسك برنامج فانتراجسي أمان له يبقى اللي زال الفيديو مرسا مهجة أو كتبوا شو زوج سوزو برنامج زنا تكاله هجرة سبسكرايب مشوا شير مشابه إلى تتشكونا وجل الذين نارنا يمستلوا إلا ما قلنا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Standard bearer in Scarborough-Rouge Park, my very good friend Manal, and I'm going to talk about Manal in just a quick second. But we're also here a couple of minutes. Manal, I know you know this already, and I know the rest of the family, the political family that we are on this call tonight, knows this well. But when I think of my dear friend Sumi Shan, who was our Ontario Liberal Party candidate a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now, in Scarborough-Rouge Park, Sumi, who is currently serving as a vice chair of the Ontario Liberal Party, for all of us to be here tonight to celebrate, to nominate, and to be there all the way through to support our good friend Manal. Now, Manal and I had the chance to meet virtually a number of months ago. When I first heard about her, with her background, with her integrity, with her passion, I thought to myself, wow, we really need, as a party, we really need to make sure that she has every opportunity to seek, to pursue, and to ultimately win a nomination campaign. I cannot think of anyone who will do a better job. You will be phenomenal as a candidate. You will be phenomenal as an MPP, and I have no doubt, working with myself and Mitzi and the rest of our candidate team right across this province, you will be an exceptional MPP, an exceptional champion, and you will help keep the legacy going, the legacy that Dr. Curling and Mitzi Hunter and Sumi Shan and the rest of our team have put together in Scarborough and beyond. So
appreciate the opportunity to speak today, and I just wanted to say I'm very excited about Manal as the candidate for Scarborough-Rouge. I had the pleasure of being that a couple of years ago and saw the dedication and the passion within the community, and I'm positive that Manal can count on that from those of us for us to be able to win back the riding. And I'm very excited to have Manal join the Liberal Party team. It
would be a great pleasure to introduce the Member of Provincial Parliament for Scarborough-Guildwood, Mitzi Hunter. And thanks.
Thanks, Chris. And hello, everyone. It's very exciting to be at the nomination meeting for Scarborough-Rouge Park and to witness really the nomination of an incredible candidate, Manal Abdullahi. And I know that her family is also here, and friends and colleagues and supporters, as well as, of course, the amazing team of Scarborough-Rouge Park, who are just an incredible day. That Manal, you know, you and I met it sort of in a serendipitous way, where our passion for education really came to light, and that was through Pathways to Education, the Youth Link program that really supports young people. And I was there because they were young people in my community in Scarborough to succeed from high school to life. We got to expand that to make sure that Manal has a full team. And so, you know, I offer you, Manal, my help and my assistance, anything myself or my team can do. I'm sure we'll be canvassing together because, as I said, the boundaries overlapped, and you know, I know a lot of the people still in that overlapped boundary. Some of them aren't even clear that the boundaries have changed. So I can't wait to have a Liberal next door, so that we can, you know, people can contact the Liberal office, because right now a lot of them still call my office. And so I really look forward to that, to working with you. You're going to be a fantastic voice at the table. We need people who understand education, who understands the priorities in this government. Look at the announcement that we had today, where schools are just not prioritized. Instead, patios are prioritized over public education. And we need to do better. We can do better in this province. And so I know that with you in this riding and winning this riding, and doing all of the hard work that Stephen talked about, that it's going to take. I know it's going to take hard work, but I'm not worried about that with you. You're going to put in the work and do what it takes. And 1 year from now, we're now at the 8:30 mark, right? Just half an hour till the polls close. If you can all in your mind's eye picture a year from now, you will be there cheering for Manal Abdullahi as the next MPP for Scarborough-Rouge Park.
You make a number of great points in terms of the need for volunteers, and we do have a base here, but we're going to need more. And this is a call out to the membership as much as it is to Manal. We've got to beat the bushes for members and for money. Anyway, it now gives me great pleasure to introduce, in my mind, a living legend. And Mitzi said much the same thing. The former Speaker of the House, former member of the provincial parliament for this area, actually. I can't remember what the riding was called myself at that time, but Dr. Alvin Curling.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you to allow me to be a part of this. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, really. Now, it's like deja vu for me all over again, Manal. In 1985, I was the only individual. I was acclaimed as a nominated candidate for Scarborough North. There you are now, brighter, much more assertive than I am in 1985, and now we have a great leader coming forth to serve Scarborough-Rouge Park. I'm very blessed because I am a resident there. I'm very blessed to know that I will have a member who will be focused, and one who has intelligence and concerned and passionate about this constituency of Scarborough-Rouge Park there. I'm so honored, I'm so privileged, I'm so happy to know that, you know, Manal Abdullahi will be doing a wonderful job, a terrific job. I gave you one hint the last time, as I said. I didn't have to tell anybody I was black, because if I have to tell someone I'm black, as a black member, something is wrong with me. No one has to tell you that you're black or you're a woman. You just be yourself. And they respect that itself, standing forth to be who you are. And that's, I think, how Mitzi went about it. Of course, when the moment comes for you to defend the rights and the privilege and the support of women, you will be there. So of course, when you have support and the rights of black people, that you'll be there. And of course, being representative like that, you'll be serving the people as a whole. So I tell you, it's an exciting day for you. I know, a nervous day for you, but I'm telling you, it's a day at the beginning of a great career of yours that will do very, very well. And I'm so honored and so privileged to be a part of that part of the history that you have started and will be there. So I want to thank you all for having me and to be here. And you can call upon me at any time. I may not be knocking on too many doors, but whatever support I can give, please don't hesitate to call. Manal Abdullahi, you are a great individual and you will do very well. God bless you and all the best to you. Thank you.
We're now to that important stage of the meeting where we're coming to the nominations. So, as I said before, there is only one person eligible to be nominated, and that person is Manal Abdullahi.
Hi, my name is Lawrence Dawkins. It is my pleasure and honor to nominate Ms. Manal Abdullahi for the position of candidate to be the next MPP for Scarborough-Rouge Park. I'm so very proud of you, Manal. Thank you for putting your name forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, I'll turn it back right over to Chris. Thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence. And I now ask Layla Sharif to second the nomination.
Yes, thank you, Chris. I second the nomination, Layla Sharif.
Thank you very much, Layla. So I declare the nominations closed and declare Manal Abdullahi duly nominated as the Ontario Liberal candidate for the riding of Scarborough-Rouge Park. Congratulations, Manal. You've got hard work to do. We had a very brief conversation, and the riding is going to be there for you, but you're going to have to do an awful lot of that hard work ourselves. So now, a few words from our new Liberal candidate, Manal Abdullahi, and you don't get to hear me anymore. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. My name is Manal Abdullahi. I'm a mother of 3 incredible girls, organizer, student advisor, and now the Ontario Liberal Party candidate for Scarborough-Rouge Park. And hearing myself say that out loud is still surreal to me. My parents escaped civil war in Ethiopia and in pursuit of a better and safer life. And after 3 years of living in Italy, we laid roots in Scarborough. As a 5-year-old, Scarborough was the first place I could call home. It's where I went to school, made friends, graduated, attended university at U of T Scarborough campus, and worked in at Centennial College. So to be a candidate in a riding that means so much to me is truly a privilege. My parents always felt that education was the key to help catapult one's life to greater heights. So their sacrifices to ensure that I had the opportunity to pursue education subconsciously created a deep-seated understanding of its value in helping people create opportunities for themselves. This is the reason I have always been committed to ensuring that children and youth in our community have access to quality and equitable education, and that they're equipped for the jobs of today and tomorrow. I didn't set out to be or run for elected office. However, I've worked as a community organizer and advocate for public policy. And over the past year, the pandemic has affected us immensely. It's showed the cracks in our provincial government, and the choices of our government are what propelled my interest in seeking the nomination. We deserve a government that is proactive in addressing all of the issues that matter most to us, Ontarians, including quality education, access to efficient and reliable transit, a better healthcare system, affordable housing, and jobs with a living wage. And I'm committed to fighting for small businesses to build a strong Ontario economy for seniors to have good quality of life wherever they live, and the future of our children and youth in our communities and all of Ontario. We need a leader that does not run away and hide when the going gets tough. We need one that has political courage, listens to our community, understands our needs, and cares for equity as well as access. To my campaign team, thank you. I would not be here without your tireless support. Thank you, Abba and Abba, for your sacrifices and gift of opportunity. To my siblings, Nia and Sammy, thank you for your help every step of the way. Thank you to Abdul Nasser, Salahuddin, Muhammad Ishaq, and Nasada, Amal, Ansar, Abdulwasia, as well as the Harari community. To Kofi, Velma, and SB, your support and guidance throughout this process is so very much appreciated. I could not have done it without you. Chris, thank you for chairing tonight as well as for your advice. And to our leader, Stephen Del Duca, Sumi, Mitzi, and Dr. Alvin Curling, living legend, thank you for sharing with me your advice, your mentorship, and speaking here tonight. And a very special thanks to you for all being here tonight. You're already showing up, and I believe that if we continue to show up, organize, and advocate and champion our causes and the causes of our neighbors in the riding, we can collectively bring about real and positive change in Scarborough-Rouge Park and across the province. However, I need your support. We need your support. Please donate by visiting ontarioliberal.ca/donate, and please click Scarborough-Rouge Park at the top right-hand corner of the page. But we don't only need money, we need volunteers, as the others as well mentioned. If you're interested in volunteering, please email us at votemanal@gmail.com. Vote, M-A-N-A-L, @gmail.com. So tonight, we celebrate. However, tomorrow, the work starts in putting people before politics and providing everyone with the opportunity to thrive. We are exactly 1 year away from the next provincial election. And together, with your support, I believe we can win back this riding. I know there is a lot of work to do and a long road ahead of us, but I believe nothing is impossible. I'm the first person from my Harari Ethiopian community to ever be nominated for political office in Canada. So I know with hard work, faith, and opportunity, we can win back the Ontario Liberal Party to help lead this province in the next election. So let's work together to let the people of Scarborough-Rouge Park know that better is on its way. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great evening.
Please do what Manal had suggested. Donate some money, volunteer your time, and we look forward to meeting you virtually for the first little while, but fairly soon, hopefully in person. And I think that with the time frame that we've got coming forward, we can go through this riding a couple of times and make sure that Manal has an excellent shot at being elected our next MPP. Thank you very much. Good evening.
IHMS